Good morning, afternoon, night, evening, whatever time it is that you're catching this. It's time for another video. I'm going to be trying to pump these out here within the next week or so. This video here is my first ever attempt at driving a something that's made to go around in a circle. Quick story here. This car that I'm driving is a street stock. Mr. Larry Mosier. Became friends with Larry through Dylan Wilson. I'm not quite sure how they all became friends, but Larry lives up there by them. And he was going to the racetrack alone pretty much this whole season. Had one guy here and there to help. So I requested, I asked him, hey, you need a spotter? You need a spotter? I'm always trying to get a little bit better at, everything racing related, and that's one of them. Can't get better at it if you're never doing it. So, needless to say, he had a rocket ship. There was nothing spared on that car. It was a former Roger Pitts car. Roger Pitts the third, I believe. Or Little Roger, as I know him. Former Roger Pitts car. Roger, I believe, won the championship in it, or if not, ran really well. His uncle, Charlie Neal, got that car, I believe, as well. But eventually ended up in Larry's hands. Larry came from dirt racing. So he spent, Larry's been around a little while. And he spent the majority of his racing enjoyment on dirt. I can't remember the years. It's been forever since we've discussed this. But it was 30 years, 40 years, I don't know. Something like that. Before he actually went asphalt racing. And in his first season, after taking us a while to get going, eventually our first win was beating Kevin Eby. So I knew we had a rocket ship. The car was fast. The car was always fast. He was just figuring out the asphalt part of it. Well, he finally got it kind of gathered up, and I think I'd like to say that I helped a little bit with that. Being up in spotter stand, kind of seeing what was going on. And so it really boiled down to Kevin was not going to let us pass him on the inside at all. So he's running low off the corners, a whole car off the wall down the straightaways. So I really kept saying, just pass his ass on the outside. Just pass his ass on the outside. I'll be damned if Larry didn't. Just right past him. So the thumbnail is our victory lane picture of our first win. So that was his first asphalt win ever in all the years he raced. And it was my first win as a spotter, where I really wasn't a start on the pole and finish first. It was race him, beat him, get the dub. I think we had 3 or 4 wins that year. So after that, we were pretty much rocking and rolling. So amongst all that, I asked Larry, hey Larry, I think at the end of the season I could, make some laps in this thing. So he said, sure. I was super excited. It was right before my birthday. So it was, first, second week of September of 2015. Forever ago. Almost 9 years. Almost 10 years. A decade ago. Can y'all imagine that? But, so, this is my first time ever, driving a race car or anything like that. A couple things to note. I'm a small guy. If y'all don't know me, haven't seen me, I'm a small guy. Larry is not. I'm not saying he's huge, but he's bigger than me. And that means a lot. So, when I'm in that car, you'll notice I do drive a little like Earnhardt Jr. and Mark Martin there. Well, I had no other option. So, I was literally driving it with my right arm, kind of like that. And I had the seats, it was all up in my armpit. So, I'm all like this. Gear shift was super long. But I did the best that we could with the situation. I was not going to say no to do it. Ideally, you want to be comfortable, but first time ever in a race car, quote unquote. That's not a late model, but it's still, made to go around in a circle. My first time ever. Up until then, I had ran the Crasherama y'all saw that story on the podcast. I might do another video on that, kind of tell you about the crash-a-rama experience. But I was pumped, ready. I had old Graham holler. Graham, 10 years ago, so he's what? 9, 10? Graham, we pop it down in the comments. How would your word there? 2015. So Landon was probably about 18, 19. We got Brendan Henson. He helps out Millington. He's Millington's spotter. And then, of course, old Larry Mosher. My mama was there. So I was very grateful for Larry allowing me to do that. You'll see that here later on in the video, I made his heart skip a little bit. But no worse for the wear. So sit back, enjoy. Here we go. Alright, so if you take a gander here, I'm getting all buckled up.
Grab a radio and a stopwatch.
It's actually planning to grab a radio and a stopwatch. You know, I'm a race car driver, so it'd be nice to kind of have that information, but instead I get yelled at and told not to worry about that. Just get out there and drive it. So, quintessential Landon Huffman. Got the bitch fired up. And off we go. So, as I said earlier in the intro, you kind of see how I'm holding the steering wheel there. That movement is all I've got in me. I've got the seat all up in my armpits. I got a little cushion behind me and a little under me. See how big the gear shifty is. I can reach the pedals and get it wide open. So, that's all that matters. Going back and looking at it now, I don't think I'm going fast enough here to get some heat in my tires, but kind of chomping on the throttle, get a feel of it, see what it's going to do. Again, first time in a race car ever. At the birthplace of the NASCAR stars. I don't have anybody on the radio with me, so it's just all me. Here we go. Nice and easy. Get her up to speed nice and easy. The main thing was trying to get up off the corner good and hard. First time I went and pressed on the brake, it kind of was like all nice and mushy. So I was like, oh, I don't know about that. So this whole time I really don't use a lot of brake. Back up the corner pretty good, and I just worry about getting it up off. Most people will be scared to get to the wall. Not I! Always told me that this is your longest straightaway at Hickory, from 2 to 3. It's the longest straightaway. I try to keep that in mind. So what I remember the most here is I'm, getting more and more confident with it. Just feeling it out, getting back to the throttle nice and good and hard, to the wall, trying to keep it under me. I'm doing a lot of the steering with my right hand. I have to say, I'm pretty damn smooth to be somebody that's never been in a race car before. I mean, you can't tell me that I ain't got the bare minimum of what it takes here. You can't tell me that. With the proper help and the proper amount of laps and a good car, I can race with them. I know I can. Bit wheel in there. I'm feeling them tires. Like, the racing slicks feel different. More confident. Like, you can tell I'm not tensed up. Pretty consistent here, you know. Oh! So I'm not sure what I did wrong there. I feel like I had too much will into it when I get back to the gas. But surely gave Larry a heart attack, I know. I know I did. But didn't scare me too much. And I'm off again. Here we go. If you look down here, you can see Larry waving at me. That's when I back out. So he had all he could stomach there. I didn't get back in the car after this. I don't know if he wanted me to or not, but I just didn't. Landon got in it after I got out. So I don't think we ever got the pole, but Landon actually went the fastest that any street stock had gone all year. There's Graham over there. There's my cousin. Jeffrey was there. I forgot Jeffrey was there. That old Graham in the yellow shirt. Getting yelled at again, imagine. So, 1750s is what he said there. So, I mean, if I wasn't pussyfooting it into the corner, you know, backing it up so much, I probably would have. Taking the stagger. So, you know, all in all, I was pretty happy with the way things went. Great birthday present. I can't thank Larry enough for allowing me that opportunity to drive his car and not tear it up. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next smoke break. See ya, bye.